feature. Today we welcome special education teacher at Northwest High School, Judy Osterberg, along with her assistant principal, Amanda Anspaugh. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
And congratulations for being featured.
Thank you. It's a very nice honor.
Yes, there's a little video that the Walton Insurance Group and Good Things Going made about Judy. We're going to take a look at it in just a moment. But Amanda, I thought I'd ask you, what is it about Judy that makes her such a special part of the team at Northwest?
Oh, wow. That's a loaded question. But it's very easy to answer. We pride ourselves in the core values at Northwest at community schools, and she is the face and voice of those core values. She's kind, super intentional in all that she does. She's amazing at building relationships with students, her staff, the community. She loves to help others grow, including me. I am better because of her. And the other one is that she's extremely positive on a daily basis.
And she's always there.
Always.
You're always there. Every time I'm there, there's Judy. It's like she's got
probably not quite as much as her. She's always there too, but yes, I do. We are present, that's for sure.
And we were talking earlier today, the job of a teacher and administrator, you've got to be present 24/7.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. Mm-hmm. So what's your day like? Do you have the same kids all day long?
So I teach 9th through 12th grade, and my kids do spend a majority of the day in my classroom, but they do get out as well for electives. So I also teach in a classroom next door for an hour too. So we do have some movement and some transition times. It's good. You want our students to have as much of a high school experience as any student in the building. So that's the goal. So
would you consider the students you teach, are they then mainstreamed in the school?
Yes, we are very fortunate to have administrators, our superintendent, teachers and parapros that really, and students that really support inclusion. So that's something that I'm super proud of. That's probably my number one passion for sure. There's lots of opportunities for inclusion, class-wise, after-school activities, students that come into our classroom to work. So there's a lot of friendships built, a lot of relationships being formed, and it's nothing to see kids spending time with each other outside of school or walking together in the hall. It's really amazing.
That's an important, for Northwest, very important way that students requiring special education are treated.
Yes, and it would be remiss not to say that she was behind this vision of bringing together our general education population with our special education population, and our Peer Connections program, which she was the mastermind behind, is probably one of the most requested classes by our general education students.
Oh, great. How long have you been a teacher at Northwest Schools, Judy?
This is my 17th year.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
And why did you choose special education for your specialty?
I love it when people ask me that, because my first answer automatically is always in honor of my sister. I have a sister, Michelle, who's a few years older than I am, and she'd love it if I said that. And she really inspires me. She's a fabulous person who also happens to have cerebral palsy, and just growing up with her and seeing her live her life daily. She was surrounded by a lot of love and a lot of support, and I just wanted to continue that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I mentioned we have a video. We're going to show a bit of it, but we encourage you to check out the Walton Insurance Group and Good Things Going's home on Facebook, and you can see the whole thing. But let's take a look at a little bit more about Judy Osterberg.
So I would say that if anybody who knows me knows that my number one passion is inclusion. So we have a program at Northwest High School called Peer Connections, which myself and several people had a hand in developing. It is my number one passion. It's getting the students involved with other kids in our building who are in the gen ed population and making sure that they are included in classes together, and then also extracurricular activities together. It is something to see. I think we've been doing it now, this might be our 9th or 10th year, and it is just blossomed. And so if I could if there could be a Peer Connections class in every high school in Michigan, and it would be amazing. All these kids would have so much opportunity. We've seen friendships built, and actually kids who are in the gen ed population who take the Peer Connections class are now thinking maybe they want to be a special ed teacher, which is the student teacher that I have right now is a result of that. So it's so fun. So inclusion is my number one passion. We are actually in the process of opening up our own coffee cafe in our school so that our kids can have a work experience there. But I would love to see more partnership with other businesses where we could take time out of our school day, have it part of our curriculum, and go into the community and get them some job experience. Because really, at the end of the day, I just want my students to be employable and live a prosperous life and feel like they're a part of the community in every way possible.
Very nice. More at the Walton Insurance Group. We were talking during the clip. Both Amanda and Judy are friends outside of the school, and I've noticed that there's a lot of close relationships among the teachers and administration at the high school. You don't get tired of each other during the school day? You need more time?
I've only ever worked at Northwest, so I only know Northwest, but I can't imagine being led by any other administration than we have in our building. I mean, Mandy, Phil, and Scott are just amazing. They just, all three are like this trio that just make it work and make it happen, and they really make it look flawless, which we know it's not, and like we said, how much time and energy they put behind the scenes. And so, I don't know, I feel so supported. I mean, I'm sure everybody would say that, so yeah, we're just lucky.
You've been at Northwest 9 years?
9 years, yeah. I started there as a math teacher, and then was able to actually hire. My classroom was a student teacher of mine that I had at Parkside, so it was just a neat transition. And then shortly after that, I moved into administration.
Great. What kinds of things do you do in your classroom? Some special things coming up?
So we have, yes, in April 15th, we have the Peer Connections Prom. So this prom was actually started by a student that Mandy will talk a little bit about, but that was part of the Renaissance.
Yeah, we
Renaissance
connected
Exchange?
with the Jostens Renaissance
Yes.
program, and we went to the Breslin Center and listened to these nationwide speakers on how to build climate and culture in your building, starting with the students. And they talked about, we call it the Peer Connections Prom, but it was a special needs prom. And we had a student, Meg Moffitt, she took that, and Chelsea DeVolder, they took that and ran with it. And it's become an annual event that's coming up here soon, here in April.
It's very cool because it pulls together, it's not in place of our Northwest High School prom, it's an additional prom. And so it serves the purpose of the students in our MOSI and MICE classrooms at the high school, as well as the students that are involved in Peer Connections. So it's just a very neat thing to see these kids come together. And we've done a different array of options of how to have it over the years, and this year we are going to come downtown and eat dinner at the Junkyard Dog. Mike and Amy Kerrigan are really super amazing and accommodating to us, and then we are going to go back and have dessert and dance, and one of my former students, Neil, is going to be our DJ, so it really is a great event. So
You stay connected with your students after they leave Northwest?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yes, in
Oh
fact,
gosh,
we
yes.
share a student now that stays in contact with us.
Yes.
She's been graduated 4 or 5 years. She took to me when I would go to her classroom every morning and braid her hair, and she still stays in contact with us almost every single day.
Wow, what a great service. Hair braiding.
Yes, I could do it all.
She wears many hats.
Well, we want to congratulate you
Thank
on
you.
being honored as this month's Northwest Teacher Feature Teacher.
Thank you.
And Jeff Bontrager insists that we end every
Oh, yeah.
Northwest interview with "We are
Northwest
go."
Mounties.
Nice job. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
From Northwest High School, Assistant Principal Amanda Anspaugh, and Special Education Teacher and our Teacher of the Month, Judy Osterberg. Well, next